Good morning. Welcome to the Saturday Morning Spectacular. I am Gillian St. Kevin, author of Empowering Queer Fantasy That Confounds Expectations. Duck my squee! Yay! Finally made it to the start of a stream. It is awesome to have you here. I got so excited to see that I had company that I forgot what I was saying. But yes, welcome. Normally, this is where I introduce my amazing co-host, Jamie Sands, but I suspect that Jamie has a cat sitting on him so that he's unable to extricate himself and will join us once they've escaped from probably Care Bear. But yeah, welcome to what will be 3 hours of productivity, interspersed with writing-related chat. Basically, what we do on these streams is that we have 20-minute focus sprints, and a warm-up. But between them, we share updates on how we're going on with our projects, ask questions, get advice and help from the other writers in our audience. So Jamie and I are based in New Zealand. Yesterday was the second ever Matariki public holiday. Matariki is when we welcome the arrival of the Pleiades, the Seven Sisters stars, to the Southern Hemisphere. And yeah, it's been described as the Maori New Year. And it's basically a good time. And I suspect the reason that so many do not have our normal New Zealand viewers here right now is that maybe people had a bit too much fun yesterday. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, the reason I'm late has nothing to do with Matariki and everything to do with two very hyperactive cats.
I called it. I did. I said Jamie's not here because he's been waylaid by Care Bear.
Pretty much. Care Bear came in for cuddles and Anna immediately got up to go to the bathroom, and so he went, okay, well, it's not cuddles time, it's Zoomies time. And that has been happening for half an hour. So I've been trying to make my breakfast and keep him entertained. I think he might have calmed down now. He was chasing his sister around the house. She did not like that. She was telling him very clearly no, but he doesn't understand. So we're all good. We're here. I'm here.
So welcome, Jamie, my amazing co-host. What do you write?
I write optimistic urban fantasy and queer romance and some other stuff that doesn't make any sense. And I also design notebooks and have long COVID. So, and two hyperactive cats who adopted me from under the house.
I've just realized I am cold, so I'm looking for my hoodie.
Okay.
And I can't find it. It may be downstairs.
Okay, I can keep talking if you need to run.
I'll find my hoodie.
I will, because I've got exciting news. On Saturdays, we talk about things we've achieved this week. What I achieved this week was putting out my short PWP fiction into the internet. I put it out yesterday, and this morning I wake up to say it has been approved, and it is live on Amazon now. So it is... that's very exciting for me. It's just a short story, like 600 words, just under 6,000 words, more than 600. And it is FFM. And theoretically, it is searchable. I haven't actually checked if it's gone into the erotica dungeon. I'm just going to call for it. I made up the silliest pen name for it because, oh yeah, it is. It's searchable. That's nice. I win. I put out my porn. And it is not
my hoodie, but I've had Matariki project.
That's amazing.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Absolutely beautiful. A
This
dress?
is, yeah.
Yeah.
This is Spotlight fabric.
Wow.
So
Well, I'm
I
obviously going to have to go back.
still have to do the collar and sew it up at the back. But yeah, I am pretty pleased.
Yay. It's gorgeous. Good work.
Thank you.
I am just discovering that my PWP is searchable and has not been put into the erotica dungeon, so I'm very excited about that.
That is extremely exciting. Oh, here it is. It was tangled up in my bedclothes.
Yes. I've just shared my link in general in the Discord, so you can see it. Okay, Care Bear's eating. That's a good sign that he's calmed down.
Brilliant.
I also wanted to say that today in the States and yesterday here, it was Non-Binary Awareness Day. So everyone's aware of non-binary people. Actually, I think on this stream we're very aware. But I got some good TikTok out of it. I shared some book covers of my books and other people's books I've read with cool non-binary leads, including What Moves the Dead, which I think I told you to read last sprint.
Yep. The Fall of the House of Usher retelling.
Yes.
I was just like, oh, that explains why Hecking Unicorn had a 20%.
Yes. He did. Yep. So that's all over the place at the moment.
So Duck My Sweet says, my novel this month is queer and neurodivergent. Funny story though, reading back through my previous nanos, they are all queer and neurodivergent.
Funny that.
Before I came out. This is part of how I figured out I was not right. Oh, yeah. I kind of like that inner voice knows what the outer voice is trying very hard to ignore.
So there's a really good article. I know I talked about Nimona last week. The creator of Nimona, since writing it, has come out as transmasc, non-binary. And he was talking about when he was originally writing Nimona, it's like, oh no, I thought I was a girl and I thought I was straight. But for whatever reason, Nimona is a shapeshifter and she can take any form she likes, but she's always still herself when she does it. And later on, it's like, funny that.
Yeah. I have not read or watched Nimona yet, but I saw on Facebook the creator was like, come inside my process and see how messy it was, and shared some of the early sketches, like the storyboarding, and then the whole messy file names process. And I was just like, that is awesome. Like, I think we all it's like, oh, one day I will wake up and I will be an adult and I will understand how to do things. That never happened,
Yeah.
Maybe one day I will grow up and be a proper creator. And it's like, oh, okay, someone who has created something that is getting such an awesome level of response is a complete it's still really messy.
Yeah. I've just shared a photo that my brother shared. He's in Bristol right now. And they went to the Museum of Literature History.
Yeah.
Irish literature, and he's got a photo of the report of the Committee on Evil Literature.
Yes, that's gorgeous.
And I'm inspired.
Yep. Oh, before we jump into serious stuff, I just watched Swell Entertainment's review of AnimeCon. And for a big part of it, they were walking around with a cosplay. I don't know if it's a cosplay couple. Swell referenced running into other cosplay couples, so maybe they are. Chris and Anarchy, who were dressed as Chat Noir and Ladybug. And Swell was like, Chat Noir is super popular with guys. Like at one point, Anarchy went to the bathroom and Chris just got swarmed by guys wanting photos with Chat Noir.
There's a reason I chose that as one of the characters that my lead wears in my cosplay convention book.
Yeah.
I need to do the edits on that. I haven't got there yet. But I'm torn. Because I could do those this morning, or I could get some more words down on rituals and road trips. I don't know what to do. I think I will have to use the warm-up as a direction-finding exercise. So what's your achievement for this week, Gillian? Mine is my smut out.
Okay.
This is the dress. Oh!
I was going to wear this for
Cactuses?
I was going to wear this for the stream and show it off, but I'm having a sewing afternoon, and I want to be able to take my clothes on and off quickly so that I can adjust the dress that you just saw. Actually, that's also probably my achievement for the week. I did not actually achieve much this week because on Wednesday I went to the medical centre. I had a cervical smear scheduled, but apparently they're going to change the process of how they do those, and it's going to be much nicer, and that starts in September.
Oh, shit, yeah. I don't have one till after September.
Lucky you.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but I was like, since I'm going to the doctor's office, can I get my flu vaccine at the same time? And they were like, sure. And then while they were there, they were like, okay, you're a woman of a certain age. Have you had both your measles jabs? And I was like, obviously I have. And like, really? Because your records only show that you had one. And I was like, my mum is super into science. There's no way she wouldn't have vaccinated me. So I sent her a text and they were like, just, get proof of your vaccination and then email us and we'll add it to your records. And my mum texts back going, I don't know. Maybe we missed that one. So right. I got the flu vaccine in this arm and the measles vaccine in this one.
Ow.
And and then I went home and taught 2 tutoring sessions, and I've had a headache since. And this arm, the flu vaccine arm, hurts. So Thursday, I was like, clearly, I am sick and I am so desperate not to do stuff. I'm like, my arm hurts a little bit. I'm going to take the day off.
Oh, well, flu can make you feel bad the next day too, the vaccine.
Well,
I think you're allowed to take a sick day if you want a sick day. You don't have to beat yourself up about it.
I ended up taking half a day, but I feel a little bit pathetic.
Well, I went to the dentist on Wednesday morning and I had 2 hours in the chair. And it was generally good news because he thinks what was 2 crowns might have to only be 1 crown, which will save me a lot of money. But it was still miserable. But I got through it, and he said at the end that I did very well. I was literally consciously relaxing my jaw and focusing on my breathing and closing my eyes and planning stuff. So I wasn't thinking about what was happening, which was great. And apparently I did so well that my Fitbit thought I'd been asleep for an hour and 20 minutes.
That's so funny. Oh, man.
Duck My Squee hates needles. I also hate needles, but I still get them too. Yep. Oh, vasovagal. That doesn't sound good. You have to stay sitting after you. Oh, yeah. I have had that one time, but it was when I had glandular fever as well. So that's why.
We cannot pass over this absolute poetry that Duck My Squee has given us. Is it straight as a rainbow, as binary as an ocean breeze, and as neurotypical as ChatGPT? Hi,
It is
Wicked.
beautiful.
Welcome. We've just been sharing our achievement for the week and just sort of commiserating on doctor visits and dentist visits.
So I've got another one in a week and a half. He was like, we can do it next week. And I'm like, let's just put it off another week so I can recover. Yes. So there we are.
It's really great thinking of your needs and your recovery time.
Yes.
I know I would have internally thought that sounds like hell and physically said, yes, that's great.
No. I mean, and in some ways I kind of wish I had, because then at least it would be over with quicker.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd rather just put it off, honestly. He's a lovely dentist, but it's an unpleasant experience all round.
Yep. So is visiting the dentist your achievement?
No, getting my porn out is my official achievement, but dentist is the secondary one. Yes. It's the silliest name I've come up with yet, and I'm happy with it.
Yep. This is in the
Discord.
In the Discord, yep. So you can would you like me to share the link in the YouTube chat?
Sure. Why not?
Okay, come on, Amazon.
Have you got your cards handy?
I do, but excellent. Before we do, Wicket's win for the week finished the work for the newest addition to their teaching license.
Oh, epic. Good work. As I understand it, the teaching license system is difficult and slow, so it is a very good achievement.
Yeah. Okay.
No cats have interrupted me. Ordinary achievement.
Okay. Yeah. I'll get ready for the warm-up.
Okay, so Duck My Squee has an ordinary achievement. Sounds like more than ordinary to me. 2,000 plus words written a day, every day this week. Dialing in about 1,000 per hour. That's epic. That's not ordinary. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It is a maze of confusion. Oh, yes. Yeah, the teacher's registration system. Yeah. Maze of confusion. I like that.
That was basically my goal last week and this week, and I did not achieve it either week. I got pretty close last week, but yeah, you should feel very pleased with yourself. Yes, warm up. So I am about to pull a tarot card, which we will use as the inspiration or jumping off point for 5 minutes of creative writing, brainstorming, reflection, planning, whatever we need it to be. The only rules are to try not to overthink or censor yourself, and just clear the decks, get your muscles warmed up and ready for the work that we've got ahead of us. So is Care Bear joining us for the warm-up? Awesome.
Okay. He is, but he is flopped down in the middle of the room, so I can't pick him up, but he's here. Just know he's here. And there's a horrible noise outside. I don't know if you can hear that, but they're doing roadworks. You can't hear it? Okay, that's all right. Okay, I've
Okay,
got 5 minutes ready. So, what's the card?
brilliant. And the card
Oh no.
is the Eight of Cups, which is, oh gosh, I should know it because I've drawn this one before.
Give it. Give it.
Stagnation, ill health. Yes.
There you go.
So we have a mountain with shadow in the background, and silhouetted before the before the base of the mountain are eight cups, broken and shattered. The Eight of Cups sends an urgent message to pack your bags and move on. There is no hope of rekindling what's been lost. You must start anew. This card also points to phases of illness and physical stagnation. The message could not be more clear. Nothing good remains for you here. Lift your eyes to the horizon and let your feet lead you forward.
That's intense.
Yeah.
What am I leaving behind? I've got no clue.
Oh, I accidentally picked up the card underneath, and this is what we could have had.
I love that little devil goat.
He is pretty cute. He is the wild unknown devil for anyone who needs to see a goat with a cheeky smirk.
Eat this one. Okay. He was eating my nicely folded pieces of packing paper. So I tried to give him a piece I don't mind if he eats, and he panicked and ran away. So.
Oh. I'm wondering if this is kind of
Come here. Come here.
I'm taking this as, hey, Julian, you're letting some bad habits creep back in. The theme for this month has been get off your bullshit, stop your bullshit.
So, right. So, yeah, could be all relevant to that.
Yeah. Okay, have we got the timer ready?
Yep, all ready to go.
Brilliant.
5 minutes.
Yes, please.
Let's go. that was 5 minutes. I got a page done.
I somehow got distracted and ended up on Facebook without no recollection of how that happened.
Well, it is an addiction, they say.
Yeah. So I have since closed Facebook, but I've sort of realized that I like to have some YouTube videos on as kind of background noise and stuff while I'm working. And my feed is full of true crime and people escaping cults.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it is. They're interesting, but I always feel worse after watching those.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I need to shift my YouTube algorithm to give me positive things that will leave me feeling positive, basically. So I'm going to try and watch more live streams. I've got a couple of creators, Sarah Cannon and Rachel Stevens, whose stuff I really enjoy. Cindy Boldo Gurntert as well. But I would really appreciate it if people would drop me some positive YouTube recs. I like longer form content that I can just sort of put on and it goes for like half an hour onwards. And yeah.
The one that I've been watching all week is a very long video of the Pacific Ocean tank at Kaiokan Aquarium. So you get to see fish and rays and whale sharks, and that's kind of it. That's all that happens, and it's just lovely.
Yeah, that does sound great. There is a camera off the end of a pier somewhere in the North Americas that I was watching while working on Morgan's song. Wicket has shared an excerpt. People will tell you to never give up, but there's a real warmth and beauty to be found in watching a bridge burn. And Duck My Squeeze also got a quote. She had taken too long. Her bones ached with it, the hopelessness. The reapers were coming, those dark machines bringing their poisonous light. Nothing would remain. That both of you, those are extremely cool. Yeah. So
I might have to put on my headphones to write because this noise outside is really intense. But yes, I haven't really worked out what I'm going to do. I think I'll just do at least a sprint on rituals and road trips, see how that goes, and if it goes well, I'll keep going, and if I'm not feeling it, I'll switch to edits.
yeah,
That is my plan, I think.
I realized that I have not. Well, I've got my current house sit has a really big. Oh, we've got a train. Has a really big living room that has lots of unused floor space, which means it's ideal for setting out fabric and cutting out patterns. And it's got a massive table and power outlets. So I am hosting a sewing afternoon here this afternoon. So this afternoon I will be sewing. This morning I will be writing, but I realized I also need to at some point to plan next week. So I'm going to do that first. And but yeah, I'm going to continue my reflection because I've still got a lot of thoughts there, and I wound up on Facebook. So yeah, I will be planning, writing, sowing?
A weed eater making babies with a concrete saw is exactly what it sounds like. That is exactly right. So I'm going to mute while the sprint goes so you guys don't have to hear it. So we ready?
We are ready.
All right, 20 minutes starting now. I'm muted. That was our first sprint.
Oh no.
It's okay. It sounds like the roadworks have moved off. I saw a truck going, so I might be able to get away with not muting myself the next sprint, although I was enjoying the music. I got some stuff done. Here we go. Not a ton. Let's just revisiting the book. 293 words, so I'm happy with that.
Yep, that sounds like a really good start. We've been joined by Maggie, and Duck My Squee got 378 words.
I also had a fair bit of Care Bear interference. Photos in Discord.
Oh, excellent.
I need piece of paper that previously panicked him has been claimed as a blanket.
Oh.
I don't know. I can't explain him.
Yay! I've just spotted the whale shark video.
Yeah, it's a good 12 hours. So I just put it on. I think it has like really quiet classical music or something. I just put it on and get shit done. Like, yeah. My co-writer for Snail Mail Paper Towels came over on Tuesday, and we had that on the TV, and we got so much done. Like the whole thing is planned now, and so good.
Brilliant. Wicket says, I'm dreaming up the start to a chapter, so no words, but lots of mental organization. You've reminded me by mentioning classical music that I used to listen to Baroque music for brain power, basically. And there are whole YouTube playlists of just Baroque music for exactly that reason. So apparently the tempos in Baroque music match your natural heartbeat. So it's really good at just getting you into a state of concentration.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. And it's only Baroque. So we're talking about Mozart, Vivaldi. Vivaldi is fantastic.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Dad used to play the Four Seasons for me.
Yeah.
And who did the Planets. Who was that? Holst. Gustav Holst. Is he Baroque? I don't know. No, that sounds a lot more recent. Okay.
Maggie says, I love Vivaldi. Yeah, he is good. Though, BNZ had an ad campaign where they used a really recognizable riff from Winter.
Yes, they did.
And
with the black horse running. Yep.
I still to this day, I hear that and I think of BNZ.
I had an audiobook of the Pokey Little Puppy that played Spring from Vivaldi, and so I can't hear that without thinking of the little golden book, the Pokey Little Puppy. But that's fine. That's very comforting, honestly.
Yes. Oh. Awesome.
Yeah,
Duck My Squeeze says, I have to listen to instrumental music, Baroque works, but I also listen to trance. Love the Four Seasons for concentration. And Duck My Squeeze says, I think that was the National Bank ad.
It was.
Yes.
It was National Bank. Do they still exist? Did they get eaten by another bank? Anyway.
Yeah. Well, we all think of banks and horses, so
banks and the black horse, yeah.
What was I going to say? I remembered something else.
Oh
yes.
2003.
The piano guys did a mashup of Vivaldi's Winter and Let It Go from Frozen. So I recommend checking that out. That was really lovely.
Yep.
They also did Adele. I'm one of the big Adele songs.
I want to watch these.
And a Mozart piece, and it works fantastically. Okay.
Okay, let's the horrible noise is back, so I will go back into my headphones land for the next sprint. But are we ready?
Yep.
All right, 20 minutes starting now.
Oh.
Second sprint done.
Awesome. We have been joined by Red Fox. So welcome.
Oops. I got interrupted by some cats. I held up Care Bear for the stream, and then Pokey came in and he immediately got in a fight with her, so neither of them are in here now. I got 390 words around that.
Excellent. We've also been joined by Amy. Welcome. And Amy says, Mana watia a matariki. Thank you. We've also, when Red Fox arrived, she wished us Asa Marie. I'm just really enjoying the te reo on this stream. Yay.
Me too, and I am not enjoying this noise outside, so I'm going to keep muting when I'm not talking.
Yeah, it is 10:20. It is almost close to 10:30, which is usually our morning tea spot. Do we want to break and have snacks now or have snacks next? I want snacks now.
Okay, I'm like, I don't mind either way, so let's have snacks now then.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I will find that ticker and then I will run downstairs and grab my coffee and Weet-Bix. Oh, that's gorgeous.
He fell off my wall, so I'm going to fix that first and then go. All right, see you soon.
So Duck My Squeeze says, I found the exact spices Hell Pizza add to their lemon, pepper, and Cajun wedges at More Wilson's, plus the exact wedges they use, add in an air fryer, and I am now regretting my impulse control. I see nothing there to regret. That sounds amazing. Speaking of Hell Pizza, when I worked at Shopify, one of my teammates was Hell Pizza's first ever employee, which is quite a cool claim to fame.
I used to order from them when there was only one store in the whole country, and it was down by my university in Wellington.
Neat. But yay. I have got coffee and Weet-Bix, so I am good.
Care Bear is on attack mode and he's harassing Pokey, so it's been dramatic out there.
Yeah.
Yes, back when it was above Club Calvin, that's the one. Exactly that one. I swear it tasted better back then.
Yeah.
Right. Care Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, come on. Come on. Good boy. Oh, God. Okay. He's found a feather to play with.
Oh, how exciting.
He's now grooming it. It's just how he rolls. He attacks and then he grooms. Okay. He's amused anyway. That's the important thing.
Yep.
Oh, and I've got this I can lure him with. Can you hear that noise?
Yes.
He has no regard for personal safety. He just throws his entire body into attacking, which is hilarious. Sometimes results in quite a heavy noise when he hits his head on things, but that's all right. He's happy.
Yeah. Me and Care Bear have that in common.
Good boy. Pokey, maybe stay out for a bit. Maybe leave him alone because he's in a mood. Good girl.
Oh. Like my squeeze says, I had to choose between crappy Eastside wedges and nice Hell wedges, but the walk down and back and the wait for it made it so some days were Eastside days. Sad.
Yep. I lived off those crappy wedges. Okay. Cat dramas abound.
Shall we jump into our next sprint?
Close the door. Okay. Just to give Pokey a break. Okay.
I am
All right.
scheduling my week next week. So, yeah. I feel like I'm making good progress here, so I'm keen to jump back in.
I'm making some good progress on rituals and road trips, which is nice. So yeah, let's do it. Let's do another. No. Okay. If you say so. All right, 20 minutes starting now. You all right? Yeah. Come on. You're okay. Right, third sprint done. Oops. Throwing my pencil.
I continued to plan my next week. I finished my schedule. We mentioned this at the end of our last stream, I believe, but we should mention it again for everyone who wasn't there. Both of us are busy next Saturday morning, right?
That's right. Yep.
I've got my nibblings. You have got a very exciting LARP.
I do. I got 265 words in that sprint, quite distracted by cat antics, and just checking on the actual state of this glowworm cave that I'm using for this part of the book.
Yeah.
Duck my squeak got 480 words. Very good.
Yeah. Now, people who joined the stream late, I'm not like saying everyone has to be here on time. I'm just saying that you may have missed that Jamie published something under an extremely hilarious pen name, and I'm just sharing it now. It is Jamie's Plot What Plot. So Amy is making some good editing progress, hoping to get to the end of the manuscript in the next sprint. Then I just have to write the actual ending.
Excellent.
Wicket has too many cat shenanigans going on to get many words done.
It's just a day for it.
Yeah.
What phase of the moon is it right now?
That is actually exactly what I was thinking.
Waning crescent? So apparently that's bad for cats, I guess.
Yeah. I have extremely sad and traumatic news. Yesterday, I went out to take the hen that I am house sitting some scraps, and I couldn't find her. My first thought was that, she'd somehow escaped. But then I was like, no way. I left the door closed. There's no way she could have gotten out of here. And then I found her body. She had been attacked by probably a ferret. And it was not pretty and very sad.
It's very sad.
I'm actually surprised at how big an emotional connection I had with this hen. But a few days ago, as I was giving her some scraps, she was just standing and looking at me, and I was like, I bet I could pat her, and I patted her, and she gave me this look of like, what the heck are you doing? But she let me pat her, and I was like, this is awesome. We're going to be friends.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I am taking comfort in the fact that the weather was nice and she had a few days of sunlight, and that she ate many, many pieces of moldy cheese under my care, which she enjoyed. So,
that's nice.
Yeah. I am really upset about it.
No, that's fair. It's not pleasant when that happens, that kind of thing.
Yeah. But I emailed the homeowners and they've responded and they were not like, you are a hideous house sitter, this is all your fault. They were like, yeah, this has happened before.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah. But I feel kind of bereft without an animal.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're all on your own now.
Yeah. Luckily, I have friends coming over to sew and do stuff this afternoon, so that is something to look forward to. But yeah, it was not how I wanted to spend Matariki.
No, that's fair. Oh, what's happening? Oh.
Okay, now that I've killed the mood, shall we jump into our next sprint?
Okay.
Maggie is saying, my hens are so spoiled, they get all the leftovers. As they should. Hens exist to be spoiled. My mum buys dog roll for her hens.
We've been putting meat out on the deck for Bandit to eat because he's a bit afraid to come inside because Kevin chases him off. And sometimes he'll eat it, and sometimes he doesn't quite realize that it's there. And then I look outside, and a blackbird has worked out that we put food out there and comes and has a go at it, which is very cute.
Oh, George, sometimes George gets fed outside. It's like if we have to go out and we want to leave him to have the opportunity to be in the garden, like we'll put his food dish outside. And then sometimes we'll come home and let George inside and forget that his food dish is outside. And there is this one blackbird that just loves George's food, and George is like not fussed about his food because he's figured out that human food is better.
Yep.
But oh my gosh, George has a massive hatred for blackbirds now. Thanks for like being trapped inside and watching the blackbird eat his food.
Oh, I would love it if the blackbird will bring us gifts. That would be amazing.
Yes.
I would love that. I yearn to live in a place with crows so that I can make friends with them and exchange food for gifts. But,
Oh,
New Zealand.
This will make us a wee bit late for our next sprint, but I have to share my Tui story.
Okay.
I was house sitting for my aunt, and Tui flew into her glass windows and unfortunately killed itself. And she is part of like Akaroa has this big sort of Tui labeling and recording thing going where they're actively reintroducing Tuis. And so she has a couple of Tuis that she has sponsored, and you can identify them by their bands.
Nice.
And yep. But so there's quite a few Tuis around her house. Anyway, like 5 or 6 Tuis gathered around the dead Tui, and they just sort of stayed there for some time. And it was really weird. Like they were like, we recognize something big has happened and we're here to acknowledge that. So like I was like, I didn't remove the dead Tui immediately. I was like, okay, is there like some kind of protocol involved? Do the feathers go to the local marae? Like I did not know what I should do. So like I left a message on I don't know who I reached out to, like Forest and Bird or the council or someone. And while I was waiting to hear back, it was the Tui people. I was like, they will know. And while I'm waiting to hear back, the Tuis are basically conducting a funeral outside. And apparently this is corvid behavior.
Yes, I've heard of it, the corvids, yeah.
Yeah, and but my stepfather was like, you should document this. This is the first time I've heard of Tuis doing this. You might have like made this big scientific discovery. And I was like, oh, well, I removed the dead Tui and they're all gone now. But yeah, it was really interesting.
That's cool.
Oh, Red Fox says, a guy in my book club is part of monitoring the Akaroa Tui population's well-being, which was cool to hear about the other week. Tui are amazing birds. And Maggie says, Tuis are so pretty, corvids are so intelligent. No disagreement here.
My favorite thing about Tuis is how they get drunk at the end of summer and like fall off trees because they've had too much fermented ko-fi nectar.
Yep.
All right.
I recently
let's jump on them. Yeah.
I discovered tuis were once called parson birds because of their white thing, and I'm glad that we do not call them that anymore.
All right, let's jump into our next sprint. 20 minutes starting now. That is 4th sprint.
So in that last sprint, Amy has headed out for the day. Maggie has left to make a chili tater tot bake casserole made with tater tots instead of macaroni, which sounds amazing. And Wicket has run into a wall for the night, says, "Thank you for another lovely stream, and I hope to join you tomorrow." Yay!
Oh, thank you. That's lovely feedback.
Mm-hmm.
I sort of hit a wall as well on rituals and road trips, so I switched over to my PWP sequel, which is far easier to write.
Awesome. I am starting to lag a bit, and then I realized, oh, I made myself food. I didn't actually eat it. So I've been working on that, but also sort of catching up on a few housekeeping things. Like I did not do my KiwiSaver payments last week or this week, so I've done that. And I'm also going to put something in my savings account.
Nice.
Yep. I got my government contribution in my KiwiSaver, so that feels really good.
That's what you want.
Yeah. So when I was doing the certificate of small business and project management, a guy came in to talk about KiwiSaver from the point of view of an employer, what you need to do to make sure that you are compliant. And he also gave us the information that if you set up a weekly automatic payment of $21, you are guaranteed to get the government payment.
Oh, that's a good thing to know.
Yeah. I haven't set it up as an automatic payment, but I make sure that I aim to do that every week when I have money.
Yeah.
And I do a little bit over $21 to make up for the weeks when I don't have money.
Yep.
But generally it works out.
I like that. Usually I just put a bunch in when I do have money, but the $21 a week seems a lot more doable.
Yeah. Like when he actually broke it down, I was like, I can do that.
Yeah.
Even when I am super broke, I can usually do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So Duck My Squee has added 455 words for a total of 1,589 words this stream so far.
Nice.
Fantastic.
I got excuse me. There. I got about 100 new words on rituals and then switched over, so 358 on the so that's obviously being easier to write for me today.
Awesome.
Oh, okay. Well, let's jump back in.
Duck My Squee only has 411 words to go to hit their daily goal. That is
nice.
Awesome.
Nice. All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. 20 minutes starting now. My brain went totally off the rails, and so I'm doing admin instead of writing. That's good. It's admin that needed doing. How did you go?
I was chatting away there, not realizing that I was on mute. My brain has also hit a wall. So I'm thinking that we end the stream early today.
Yep. I'm happy with that.
My measles arm has started to hurt in that last sprint. And this is annoying because I got my shots on Wednesday.
Take some ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will do that, but I've decided that I was hoping that I would finish my planning and jump into writing. I am just wrapping up my planning, and I'm actually thinking I will instead make cookies for my guests today.
One excellent choice.
Yeah, and it also means that I'm using up some of the baking supplies that I've got with me. And I am, trying to get rid of as much stuff as possible before I move out of this house sit.
Yep.
Yay! Duck My Squee got 445 words, hitting their goal of surpassing their goal of 2,000 words this stream. That is brilliant. Hopefully you're able to keep going and double up as you've planned. Check out, if you haven't already, there is a link in the notes to this stream to the AuthorTube Google Sheets that is updated with other live streams. I'm hoping that Camp NaNoWriMo will have brought more writers out of the woodwork, and there will be a variety of streams for you to choose from.
I'm sure that's the case. I'm sure of it.
But yeah, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Make sure you update us as to how you got on.
Yeah, go in the Discord and let us know.
Yeah.
And if you've got soothing videos of more than half an hour, share them in there too for Jillian. And what else? We'll see you tomorrow.
I have to give a Stardeus update.
Oh yeah.
So I have been getting attacked by hostiles. So a weapons trader came by, and I bought a space rifle for my ship, and one of my colonists grabbed it. I assumed that one of my big robots that are really good in combat would pick it up, but the colonist grabbed it. So I was like, okay, don't know why that happened, but that's fine. And then I got a general trader came by with a cat for sale. So I bought the cat, and when I buy things, they appear at my teleporter. And so the cat teleported onto my ship. There was one of my space Roombas was going past. Cat immediately hops onto the Roomba and rides around on it. And I got an achievement for that.
As you should. You should.
But that made my day. I was really happy about that. And then a couple of days later, another weapon trader visits me. So I'm like, you know what? I might as well grab another space rifle. I do. And I think that the space rifle goes to whoever gets there first, because it's just lying on the floor next to the teleporter, and my space Roomba runs over it. Suddenly, I have an armed space Roomba, which is also achievement worthy, apparently.
Obviously.
And it is G2 Bill, my favorite space Roomba, who picked it up. So now I have this Roomba rolling around my ship with a rifle.
It's ideal, honestly.
Yep. Also, last night I had a mutiny, which was which made me very unhappy. But this is quite amazing. As soon as the mutiny started, the 3 colonists who were mutinying, what is the
Mutinous.
verb?
Mutinous.
Yep, who are the three
Mutinying.
mutinous colonists immediately their names turned red, which meant that the rest of my ship recognized them as enemies, and my cat Molly immediately attacked them. And this is interesting. One of the colonists, all of the mutineers ended up getting killed. There were 3 of them. One of them was the guy who went through the teleporter and accidentally cloned himself. And I don't know whether the clone survived or the original. I don't know whether it was the clone who mutinied or the original.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't keep them. You can't tell them apart.
I cannot tell them apart.
That's hilarious. Mutiny.
I also
The mutinous mutineers mutinied during the mutiny. Yeah.
They certainly did.
Perfect.
I've also discovered that I realized how to tell, find out the age and gender and orientation of my colonists. And I have 7 remaining colonists, 6 of them who are guys who are into women, and 1 woman who is into guys. But so far, the only attachments they have formed are to their beds. Like, not to each other.
That's pretty relatable, I gotta say.
Yeah. Like, they lose points if they sleep they lose mood points by sleeping in an unfamiliar bed, but they gain points, happiness points, by things like wearing a hat and sleeping in a bed they like.
It's just all very relatable, honestly. It
Yeah.
makes sense to me.
Yeah. So, yeah. That is my progress in Stardeus.
I love it. I have no such interesting news.
There was something more. So a few days ago, I'm just scrolling through my ship, and there's this random egg, and I click on it, and it's like, oh, you have discovered an alien egg. This is an achievement. And I'm like,
no.
That's great, but I don't know
Nuke
that
it
I
from
like
orbit.
this.
Nuke it from orbit.
So I put the alien egg in an airtight room and locked the door.
Okay, good.
And then I found another one. So I also put that in the room. And since then, pretty much once a day, I have found another alien egg. So I've now got, I think, 6 eggs in a room. And apparently, they either hatch into crawlers, cats, or a guy named Greg.
That's very disconcerting. Who is this Greg? And what does he want?
Greg will join your crew and will be, apparently, I looked up spoilers for this because I was like, I am not having this. Once the eggs hatch, if you accept Greg, he will join your crew. He will be nice and friendly, and then he will die, and a crawler will come out of him.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Yeah. And there is.
I agree that alien eggs randomly appearing is a bad thing in all caps. Don't like it. Don't like it.
And someone was like, so I saw the first time I got an alien egg, a crawler came out of it. So I got next time I got an alien egg, I immediately yeeted it into space, and now there are dead cats floating in space.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, apparently no one is sure yet. This is a new feature, so no one is sure whether the cats also have crawlers inside them or whether they're just cats.
Well, I don't like that aspect of the game. I'm going to put that there. Not into it.
So far, none of my eggs have hatched, I think, because the room that I'm keeping them locked in doesn't have oxygen.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But yeah, I might have to build a bigger room for them and put a bed and some food in there so I can observe what happens. And like give them maybe a quarantine. And if after like 100 days, the cats are still cats. They can come out.
That seems fair. Oh, okay. I gotta go get some lunch. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Maybe a nap.
A nap sounds really good, but I'm making cookies.
I want cookies as well. How can I have all of these things at once? All right. Have fun at your crafternoon.
Thank you. And I love that. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks a lot. All right. See ya.